Stanislav, I heard that it's really important to have some kind of academic achievements in order to get the O1 visa, EB-1A, and maybe even EB-2 NIW. Is it true? Today, guys, we're going to be discussing this particular topic, and I will address what exactly needs to be done in order to improve your talent visa. And also, at the end, you will know how to get a free evaluation of your case. Let's go! Hello, my dear friends, I'm Stanislav Shamayev, a licensed business immigration and corporate attorney in Miami, Florida. Today we're talking about the talent visas and the importance of getting the academic achievements. Why did I come up with this topic? Well, first of all, I read your comments and questions on my YouTube channel, and I see that many of you, or some of you, many of you, have this notion of it's impossible to get the approval for EB-1A or EB-2 NIW if I don't have academic research or academic articles or anything that has to do with this type of things. I decided to address it, but before we begin, guys, let's remember what is a talent visa, EB-1A. EB-1A is a green card for your achievements and recognition in the field. The field could be in 5 categories: science, sport, education, business, and art. And anything in between, because some modern professions, they're kind of hybrid professions. If we satisfy 3 criteria out of the 10 possible for EB-1A, the US government is going to recognize us as talented people and give us the green card. And O1 is a smaller sister of EB-1A. O1 is a non-immigrant visa, which is granted to you for 3 years. EB-2 NIW is also a talent visa in my book, where you bring something to the US that's going to be important to the US government and resolve some kind of a problem. Okay, that's called endeavor. So how important it is to have academic achievements and recognition in your case, and what kind of academic achievement and recognition could be out there. So let me tell you, it doesn't happen very often where we get people who are pure scientists. Who is a pure scientist? A person who is working in a lab or in a university or private company, doing research, doing tests and things like that, right? Speaking at the conferences, dissertation, publications, books, this kind of stuff, right? That's what I call a scientist. But many times, people who are not in the field of science do still provide the academic articles, the publication. So this is the first criterion where we could use your academic achievements, right? Because academic achievements usually result in some kind of publications. Your publication is very important because it affects the entire case. I want at least 4 publications in academic journals, websites, and medium like that, where it's gonna have the effect on the criterion of academic publications. Number 2, contribution in the field. That may come out of the same publications if you have a lot of citations on this particular publication, meaning that it produced some ripples in the industry. Of course, your dissertation, it could be a master's dissertation, it could be a PhD dissertation. So those things often are new, innovative, and also significant in the field. So the fact that you have a dissertation or a publication with a lot of citation gives you the opportunity to satisfy the second criterion. The third one, where we could use your academic achievement, is the awards. And I know you're like, oh, I don't have a Nobel Prize, and sure. I'm not talking about huge international prizes for scientists. I'm talking about, first, the same PhD dissertation, which also could be an award, if it got some recognition from those who are on the committee to accept or reject it, right? Because you have to defend your dissertation, and if you defended it successfully, it may get some type of diplomas or certificates, or the experts may note that this was a good work and significant for the field. But also you speaking at the conferences. If you speak at the conferences and whatever you delivered at the conference is being published in a journal, on a website, somewhere after the conference, this is also an award. Okay, this is an alternative award. These three criteria are often present when we have people with more academic recognition, or they did have it sometime before and now they work in the private sector just to make money, okay? Because in many countries the government doesn't pay good salaries to the scientists, all right? So you want to go to the private sector. But also if you worked in a lab or university or a private company that does research in science and does good things, then it also could be critical or a leading role. And also, like I said, the private sector pays you good money, so this is commercial success. And of course, somebody is going to write an article about you in the press, and if they have not yet, they will when you start working with the PR agencies. Based on academic achievements, you guys may satisfy 6 criteria right off the bat. And also, don't forget about judging the work of others. If you are on this part of field with the research and publications and things like that, you also oftentimes peer review the work of other scientists, right? Or there could be not even scientists, there could be employees or people who want to get something out there and they need a peer review, right? So you're the one who's doing that. And by doing that, you also satisfy the criterion of judging the work of other professionals. The scientists, they do exist, and we do file the petitions for them very successfully. But what could happen with the regular petition, let's say for IT person, for engineer, for a doctor, for a businessman, people in those categories, in those industries? For sure, all of you guys may write and draft these scientific articles, and we have vendors who can expedite this process. So it's going to be your article, but because you're new, you need some guidance how to get it through, how to get the right format, how to cite things, how to do referral, how to do references and things like that, and also how to find the best medium where it's going to be published, right? So there are companies that kind of consult you on this whole process, and this could happen very, very fast. And remember, each particular criterion in EB-1A, O1, or even EB-2 NIW is of a high value. If we have a chance to add to your petition academic articles, 4 pieces is good enough. That's gonna bring a lot of value to your whole petition. So I think this is kind of clear. So before we continue, guys, let me explain to you how you can get a free evaluation of your talent visa case. Down below this video, there is a link that when you click on it, the link that says free evaluation. So click on that link, fill out the form, and within 2 days I will get back to you and give you the initial analysis of your case, which criteria we have, which we can add to the case, which visa is good for you, because you may be thinking about one, but then another one is better. So all that is in a free evaluation. So do it right now, do not postpone it. And last but not least, Stanislav, do I have to evaluate my diploma? And the answer to this question is it depends, okay? For EB-2 NIW, we have evaluations more often than we don't, but for EB-1As and O1s, I don't see necessity in that. I don't see any value in that, and I don't want you to spend additional money because you're already spending a lot. All right, so do not do evaluation until you start working with me and my team, because when you start, we're gonna give you the exact answer to this particular question. So guys, do the free evaluation, come to the complex immigration planning if I say that your case has a potential, and the potential means that I will be able to file your case in 6 months from today. Also subscribe to my YouTube if you have not yet. 2 videos every week with no pauses, with no breaks. I also have Instagram and TikTok where we post a lot of good exclusive content. My name is Stanislav Shamayev. I'm a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.